So we just left Tuzla Canton, and we begin the last chapter of the Summer in Bosnia Yugoslav Spomenik hunt. We're driving to Višegrad, where we're going to spend 6 nights, and then we're going to head over to Banja Luka for another 5 nights or so, and then exiting Bosnia to Serbia. Any Spomeniks or anything Yugo along the way, I'm going to show you. I'm not expecting there to be much, quite honestly, because I'm feeling kind of lazy. In Višegrad, I'm anticipating a lot of swimming and eating fish, and Banja Luka, I have to do more research about this 7 girls for every boy thing. We really gotta figure that out. So I don't know how much of that is gonna make this video, because it's not Yugoslav Spomenik related. Just have to wait and see. So this mountainous region we're driving through is called Romanija. Yeah. And we're actually headed to Sokolac to see a monument to fallen Romanian fighters. But not the Romania you know and love. The Romanian part of Bosnia. Sorry. Still, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'll take it.
So we've just entered Sokolac. Sokolac is a municipality of the city East Sarajevo. East Sarajevo, pre-war, was part of Sarajevo. That changed when the army of Republika Srpska took over in the Bosnian War. And ever since, it's been part of Republika Srpska. It used to be called Srpska Sarajevo, Serbian Sarajevo. After the war, they changed it to East Sarajevo. Anyway, de jure capital of Republika Srpska. And we're here to see a monument. So here's the monument to fallen Romanian fighters, erected 1978. I had read that the monument was erected in 1978, but this plaque here says that the park was built in 1969. July 27th, 1969, by the people of Sokolac. It's a long drive today from Tuzla to Višegrad. About another half hour down the road, we're going to stop at the Partizan Memorial Cemetery in a town called Rogatica. So this is Rogatica's Partizan Memorial Cemetery, possibly from the early 1950s. And sun's not working with me here, but you can see the giant red star on this otherwise bare slab of concrete. And it looks like they're doing some work here. I don't know if they're taking it down or renovating it. October 1941 to January 1942, the Serbian Chetniks slaughtered around 2,000 Muslims in the area of Rogatica. And then in 1942, you had the fascist Croatian Ustaša kill around 6,000 Serb civilians. Moving along, no stop till Višegrad. Not a bad view from our balcony. Yeah, we will stay here 6 days. The Wi-Fi is the best we've seen in our entire travels around Bosnia.
Cheers.
Tufaya, it's a stuffed apple. So we ended up here because we met a guy in Brčko on the beach, and he owns the place, and he said, come down for a week. So here we be. And this is the beach deck of our hotel on the Drina River. You've seen it before, you'll see it again. Uštipsi for breakfast, the donut-like fried dough ball that's a popular Bosnian breakfast and popular in other Southeast European countries. This is the beach of the hotel we're staying at. The Drina River, a lot of dark history here. Get into it later. World War I, World War II, Bosnian War. A lot of bodies dumped in this river. I'll call this Bosnia beach crawl beach number 11. The beach at Panorama Resort. The village we're in, by the way, is Medveđa. It's a village in Višegrad. There's a very, very interesting phenomenon going on here at our beach. Every few seconds, something poops on us. But look up at the sky. There's no birds. There's nothing. But you see, one just fell on a shoe. Look, what is this? Look at that yellow.
And
Look at that yellow.
It like turmeric.
And it stains. Yeah, look at this. Raining poop, but from what? More poop. It's literally raining poop, but there are no birds or insects above us. And that's what a no Spomenik day looks like. I'll have some fish. The end. This plate is $6. In case you were wondering, it was bee poop. Bee poop. We didn't see any bees. There must have been a billion of them in the sky, maybe above the clouds. But the bartender said it was bee poop. I think this is going to be another do-nothing day. It seems we have these half-hour breaks in between torrential downpours. So taking advantage of one of those breaks, driving 15 minutes down the road to see a bridge. Just a bridge. I don't know anything about it. That river barely visible down there, that's the River Lim. We just crossed it about 5 minutes ago. It's the longest tributary of the Drina River. Look at these clouds. All right, apparently this area hasn't been completely demined yet. We just passed a landmine warning. Oh, there's another one. Shit. The road to the bridge I'm looking for became a little muddy, and with all the landmine signs and brush, figured it was easier on foot. It's only about a half a mile more. I've been walking about 15 minutes. It's all been uphill so far. I think I'm gonna turn around. I've lost Bianca. And I can't find this old stone bridge built without mortar. It's possible I walked over it and I just can't, look over the edges of this trail. Yeah, sorry to waste your time about that bridge and all. So this is the River Drina, and then coming around the corner here, you gotta trust me, that's Lim. So this is the confluence of the rivers Drina and Lim. And on the other side of the bridge, the Drina again. Veal soup. Veggie things. With the sun out and at the right angle, you can finally see how green the Drina River is. Good morning. Our village, Medveđa, is only about 15 minutes drive from Višegrad, and we haven't been there yet. So we're gonna check out the town today. There's a famous UNESCO listed Ottoman bridge there. and a hotel that was used as a rape camp during the Bosnian War. This is Višegrad, and in the background you can see that arched Ottoman bridge, the Mehmed Pasha Sokolovich Bridge. There's a nice story about that bridge. I just got a book yesterday, The Bridge on the Drina by Ivo Andrić. And the whole story centers around this bridge over the Drina River. And Mehmed Pasha Sokolovich was born into a Serbian Orthodox family, and he was given to the Ottoman Empire as part of the blood tax. That's what you had to do back then. So the Ottomans would take a Christian boy and make him convert to Islam, and he worked for the Ottoman government. See, here's the book. So the story goes, the boy's mother follows her son, wailing, until she reaches the Drina River, where he is taken across by ferry and she can no longer follow. So the young boy is converted to Islam and assigned the Turkish name of Mehmed. He becomes known as Mehmed Pasha Sokolovich. This is a true story. He rises through the Ottoman military ranks, and around the age of 60, he becomes the Grand Vizier. It's kind of like a prime minister to the Ottoman sultans. He serves under 3 sultans, one of them Suleiman the Magnificent. He holds the position for about 15 years, and during his time, he remains haunted by the memory of being forcibly taken from his mother, and orders the construction of this bridge at the part of the river where the two became separated. Construction begins in 1566, and it's built by Ottoman architect rock star Mimar Sinan. Ivo Andrić wrote the book while he was under house arrest by the Germans during World War II. And during World War II, the fascist Ustaša regime killed thousands of Serb civilians and tossed their bodies here into the Drina River. And then later, the Chetniks gained control and they killed thousands of Muslim Bosniaks and tossed their bodies in the Drina River. This town was majority Muslim for much of its history, until recently. In the Bosnian War, it's estimated around 3,000 Bosniak Muslims were killed, many bodies of whom were dumped into the Drina River. And the town is now majority Serb, and it is part of Republika Srpska. Višegrad has a neighborhood, Andrićgrad. It was built by Emir Kusturica, the same film director who built Drvengrad. I don't know if you remember that, up in Zlatibor. It was my most beautiful towns of Serbia series. I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, he also built this neighborhood dedicated to Ivo Andrić, Andrićgrad. I think it's meant to be a movie set at some point. This brown river here is the Rzav River. Višegrad lies in the confluence of the Drina and the Rzav rivers. A t-shirt of Gavrilo Princip, the Bosnian Serb who triggered World War I. So this is Andrićgrad. So I think they're going to, or they did, film a movie, an adaptation of the book Bridge on the Drina, and Andrićgrad is the set, the movie set. Look at the colors of the two rivers mixing here, the green and the brown. There's Ivo Andrić, and there's Tesla. And here's the statue of Sokolovich, kidnapped as a Serbian Orthodox Christian boy by the Ottomans, forced to convert to Islam, became one of the most powerful people in the Ottoman Empire. Did I say rape hotel? I meant hotel and spa, Velina Vlas. After its use as a rape camp during the Bosnian War, it reopened as a tourist facility. Milan Lukic, a leader of local paramilitary groups, variously referred to as the White Eagles or the Avengers, the Wolves, he established his headquarters here at this hotel. He had deep ties with the local police and Serb military units, and they began to bring to this hotel the youngest and most beautiful of women to be raped. Regular and older women, they were just taken to abandoned houses and raped, but this was meant to be a more upscale experience for the rapists. Out of the some 200 Muslim Bosniak women who were detained and raped at this hotel, only a handful survived. Fewer than 10, according to some estimates. Most of them were killed after being tortured and raped, and several took their own lives as well. How's the temperature? It's hot?
Not hot, but warm.
It's thermal. This hotel closed down once the rest of the world found out about it, in '92. And over time, they caught Milan Lukic, and he's now a convicted war criminal, and he's in jail. They caught him in Brazil. He had been hiding openly in Višegrad and Belgrade, where he owned a flat. He had a falling out with Karadzic. Google him. He's got some amazing stories beyond the rape. There's so much more to him than just rape. So Velina Vlas opened in 1982, and that's when this painting was completed as well, in the dining room. Here's a cool picture in the bar from 1914 or 1915, when the Austrians withdrew during World War I. They destroyed one of the pillars of the bridge, and look how it was temporarily repaired. So the problem a lot of people have with this hotel isn't that it's operating, it's that there's no memorial or plaque or any acknowledgement at this site of the crimes that took place here against the Bosniak women. Milan Lukic and his group played a prominent role in the ethnic cleansing of Muslims in Višegrad, committing numerous crimes, not just rape, but murder, beatings, looting, destruction of property, torture. I am well aware, as are, I am sure, you, that there haven't really been any Yugoslav Spomeniks yet in this video, and I'll find some, I'm sure of it. I just saw a sign, World War II Spomenik, and so we're driving to it. I don't know what it is, not sure what to expect, don't know if it's Yugoslav-era. I thought there'd be a lot of Spomeniks around here because obviously Višegrad was, very much a part of World War II. I don't know what to say. It's a 10-mile drive up a dirt road to the Spomenik that we're going to, but hey, let's take a break and look at the Drina River. Oh, there are landmines off this road as well. So, jumping back in time from the Bosnian War at Valina Vlas to this World War II Spomenik. These are Serbs perishing in the river Drina. There are 5,931 names written on this wall. So, not a Yugoslav-era Spomenik, but World War II related nevertheless. Look. I saw a sign at a restaurant a few days ago, a great big party being held today in a village called Drinsko, about a half an hour away, still in Višegrad municipality. I haven't eaten breakfast in anticipation of all the food that must be there. Here's the dam on the Drina River that creates the lake we've been swimming in. There's another active minefield on the side of the road. Look at all these buses. What did I tell you? Major party. I got more cevapi. It's too hot. We gotta swim. They're throwing a big party on the splav here tonight.
One.
0.
1.
1. 2. We lost the dice. The dice.
We lost. Ed lost it.
We lost the dice.
Ed lost it.
To the Drina River forever. Good morning. We're leaving our Bosniak village of Medjidja in Višegrad. And if nothing else, we learned that It is not a place to visit for Yugoslav-era World War II Spomeniks. Really sorry about that, but now you know. We're driving to Sarajevo and then on to Banja Luka today. It's about a 5-hour drive. If we see anything along the way, fingers are crossed. And I'm speaking about Spomeniks here. You'll see them as well. This is the view, 10 minutes from the largest city in Bosnia. 10 minutes from Sarajevo, and look where we are. Stopped in Sarajevo for breakfast. So this is traditional Bosnian food. This is sogan dolma. It's stuffed onion with meat, rice, and various spices. And this dish is called klepe. It's kind of a mix between Turkish mante and Italian ravioli. A bakery since 1531. 1531. Tallest clock tower in Bosnia, built in the 1600s. When the hands indicate 12 o'clock, it's sunset. Time for prayer. So what did we get at the oldest bakery?
Romanian pretzel.
It's not a Romanian pretzel, it's a Bosnian pretzel.
Potato 5 minutes.
And of course, sac again for krumpir rusha. It's like a potato pie. Not borek, potato pie. Can't say borek, they freak out if you call it borek. Nice layover in Sarajevo. Now continuing onward to Banja Luka. The route to Banja Luka puts us through Travnik, and I'm thinking we will stop there real quick and check out the birth house of Ivo Andrić. You know all about Ivo Andrić now. Makes sense. You remember Travnik, European Istanbul? So we're back, and this is the birth house of Ivo Andrić. He was born here in 1892, back when this land was part of Austria-Hungary. Ivo Andrić's toilet. And the shit would drop right from there down to these diners here. There's a bar on the ground floor dedicated to Ivo Andrić. In the yard of Ivo Andrić's house is a sculpture of Ivo Andrić, that metal sculpture, and the elephant, which is, I guess, an homage to one of his books, The Vizier's Elephant. Sir. Sir is cheese. What do we get?
Travnik cheese.
Travnik cheese. That fresh Travnik cheese we just bought really stinks. Well, we've only got about another hour and a half of driving. Found a Spomenik. They put this up in 1986. We got a fountain here. It's part of the Spomenik. It works. January 8th, 1944, this brigade led a heroic fight against German units, fighters of the NOR municipality. And it says below, a new youth will come, bring new days and continue our songs. Mounted on this obelisk is a marble plaque, and look, it looks like partisans. You can see the star on their cap, fighting, flag-waving Nazis. Well, that was exciting. After so long without seeing a Yugoslav-era World War II Spomenik, finally I deliver. Let's see what else this road has in store for us. You like that? Yeah, she missed the Spomeniks. It's been too long. We're in the town of Kotorvaros, and this is a memorial ossuary for World War II fighters. It's completed in 1965, designed by Nejad Hotić. It looks like the remains of 155 partisans are here.
Look, he's a Spomenik baby.
The Spomenik, he loves the Spomenik. He loves the Spomenik. And these would be the names of those 155 fallen.
Okay.
So about a half an hour more and we've reached Banja Luka, where we've stayed previously on this trip. Whoa, look at this. Look at this communist church. Whoa. What the hell? We're still in Kotorvaros, and this is the Croatian Catholic Church of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The church that stood here previously was demolished in 1987, and so here is another example of rare sacral architecture of socialist Yugoslavia. The church is very asymmetric. The bell towers aren't parallel to each other. They face different directions, and the door, of course, is off-center. Serbian extremists set it on fire during the Bosnian War in 1992, but it's been renovated since, and it may still be undergoing renovation. Okay, as I was saying, Banja Luka. Banja Luka up next, and I'm not going to show you much because I've already done that in the Republika Srpska road trip video. We're just staying there for 5 nights, just sort of resting from this whole trip, and then we're going to head back home into Serbia. Of course, if I see Spomeniks, I will show them to you. That's what you're here for. Home sweet home for the next 5 days. So here I am, back in the city with far more girls than guys. Banja Luka. But I didn't return just because I enjoy that ratio. No! There was a Spomenik I didn't see last time we were here. And it's only a 40-minute walk away from the flat I rented, so headed there now. Post haste. So I've reached Banja Luka's Partizan Memorial Cemetery. And at the entrance to the cemetery is this black metal relief sculpture depicting partisan fighters and peasants with pitchforks charging forward. The central element is this 11 to 12 meter tall triple white concrete obelisk, 1963. So that's it. That's the last Yugo Spomenik in Banja Luka that I hadn't already shown you. I got 5 more days left. So I guess I'm going to sign out for now. And I'm going to try to enjoy the city despite the high girl to low guy ratio. Next day, I took a break from my time off to show you a memorial to fallen World War II soldiers. Now, they originally had this erected at the site of the old cathedral that was destroyed in 1941. But when they built the new temple, they moved this memorial to this location here, Fallen Fighters Square. And so this memorial dates from socialist times. You can see the hammer and sickle engraved on the partisan star on top there. And in a half circle around the central element are these busts of World War II heroes. It's a wheat grinding watermill. Oh, wow. Water powered. Took a break from my studies in Banja Luka city center in the village of Krupa na Vrbas, and this is a World War II partisan memorial cemetery. So we'll call this Bosnia beach crawl beach number 12. Srpske Toplice. Bianca says the Vrbas, this river, is as cold, or get this, colder than the Una River. And the Una River was the coldest river I've ever been in.
Fact.
It's not colder than the Una. That's that. We're leaving Banja Luka. We're leaving Bosnia, heading home today to Vršac in Serbia. And in honor of Banja Luka, let's listen to 4 or 5 seconds of a song about Banja Luka. A half an hour drive north from Banja Luka puts us in Laktaši, and this is a Nedžad Hotić Spomenik, 1961, a memorial ossuary and crypt for fallen NOB, World War II fighters. Nedžad Hotić, do you remember his Spomeniks?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I do.
Tell me where we saw the last one.
I forgot the city.
Yeah, she forgot because she was too busy playing with a kitten. It was in Kotor Varoš. Next stop is about an hour and a half away, a town called Bratunac in Tuzla canton. You remember Tuzla? Yeah, we're doing a lot of repeats on the way out of Bosnia here. All told, today is going to be a 5 or 6 hour drive to get to Sremska Mitrovica in Serbia. That's where we're going to lay over for the night before arriving home in Vršac. You're not going to see any of that because as soon as we leave Bosnia, the movie's over for you. Here in Bratunac, beneath the castle, is a Spomenik by Ibrahim Bilijac. It is a monument to fallen NOB fighters, as well as the victims of fascism. They put it up in 1969. There's a relief sculpture here. Looks like peasants versus the bad guys. This castle above the Spomenik was built from 1765 on on foundations built by the Romans. There's a plaque here, and it says that the remains of 315 NOB fighters and 70 victims of fascist terror are stored in the ossuary. In front of the World War II Spomenik is a newer Spomenik, this one dedicated to victims of the Bosnian War. We got an hour and a half till the next stop, right near the border with Serbia. This town is Bosansko Rača. We're right in the border with Serbia right now, and this is the last monument I'm going to show you. It's by Slobodan Lukic, and this obelisk was put up in 1968. It's a memorial ossuary for, fallen World War II fighters. Okay, that's all I got for you for Bosnia. Cross into Serbia now. Now you know what you can see in 1.5 months. a parting gift from Yugoslavia as we wait to cross into Serbia. It's a portable kiosk from the Yugoslav-era. I'm sure of it. Look at that. They used to sell hamburgers here. It's a hamburgeria. Hamburgeria.